Welcome all to Cricknalysis.
What if India is to play 3 ODI series at the same time against the top nations in India itself? For a country like ours, this may not be a big problem, as we have 40 to 50 brilliant players capable enough of playing for India and winning the game for us too. So, how will the management come up with 3 balanced and good playing 11s? Let us discuss the 3 playing 11s that are most likely to form in such a crazy situation. This is a hypothetical situation, and your point of view may vary. So feel free to share with us in the comment section. Let us begin.
First up, playing 11 1. Let's start with the top order. Our first opener being India's best white ball opener, Rohit Sharma. He is also the captain of our team with his experience coming into play. Alongside him, as our second opener, is the young Shubman Gill. We are taking him to keep the balance as we can't put KL Rahul or Shikhar Dhawan with Rohit Sharma. We have kept Gill to balance all the sides. Gill's talent in the white ball format has not been discovered yet. At number 3 is the 30-year-old Surya Kumar Yadav. With Virat Kohli as the first choice for India at number 3, it is close to impossible for Surya to play for India at this spot unless Kohli is not available, like this situation, where India is playing 3 sides at the same time. Hence, Surya was our first choice as a number 3 for India for this side. At number 4, the experienced Manish Pandey, who has played a few ODIs and T20s for India now. Pandey can anchor the innings very nicely and can stay there till the end, supporting young batsmen such as Surya or Shubman Gill. At number 5, our wicket keeper Rishabh Pant. A hard hitter of the ball, Rishabh was the first choice as a keeper. We have seen him getting 70 plus scores quite a few times in ODIs now and playing carefully sometimes also. He is just a great number 5 for this team. At number 6, India's most reliable pace all-rounder Hardik Pandya. He is the 6th bowler of our team. We are not taking him as a complete all-rounder but focusing on his batting more. Over the past few months, he has grown as a batsman. At number 7, the spinning all-rounder Washington Sundar. He is not that great in terms of batting, but with a solid batting lineup like this, a lot from him in batting is not needed. Just a few boundaries in the end are required. He and Hardik will bowl the 10 overs of the 5th bowler. At number 8, the emerging star of India, Shardul Thakur. A great bowler with batting skills too, Shardul will just be a great pick. His knuckleballs and slower balls are just too dangerous for the batsman. At number 9, Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Undoubtedly India's best swinger of the ball, is just phenomenal in the power play and sometimes in the middle overs too. He can be used to get early wickets or break partnerships. He is also the vice captain of our side. At number 10, the young Prasidh Krishna. With 6 wickets in 3 games in ODIs, he had a dream debut series against England this year. Shardul, Bhuvi and Prasidh Krishna make a perfect pace trio as they have played ODIs together in the England series. At number 11, our last player, Yuzvendra Chahal. India's best leg spinner currently cannot be ignored at all. Chahal can bowl all the 10 overs delightfully, breaking partnerships with all kinds of deliveries. The 12th man of this team is Devdutt Padikkal.
Next up, playing 11 number 2. So, the top order. First opener of side 2 would be Shikhar Dhawan. Well, there's nothing much to discuss about him and his quality. He is also the captain of the side. Moving on, we have the young Prithvi Shaw. Opening with him. Well, Dhawan Shaw is a golden duo when opening for DC, and we hope the same magic works in this situation as well. At number 3, Shreyas Iyer. He undoubtedly secures his place as a number 3. Iyer is an established number 3 for DC, as we know, and also is quite experienced in this format. Iyer will also be the vice captain of the side. Moving on to the middle order. At number 4, it is Nitish Rana. Playing for KKR in Mumbai, Rana has proved his quality as an opener, but his contributions as a middle order batsman cannot be ignored. Next up, the experienced Dinesh Karthik. The wicketkeeper of the side and also the finisher, Karthik has a major role to play. While at number 6, it is Krunal Pandya. He showed how brilliant he can be in the ODIs at this position, be it taking the team from a terrible position to a winning one or finishing well at the end. K. Pandya is just amazing with the ball as well. Next up, Ravindra Jadeja. Again, what to say about him? With him in the team, it brings a lot of balance and quality in the bowling as well as the batting attack. Now the pure bowling attack. The main seamer heading the pack would be Jasprit Bumrah. With Shami, Bhuvi and Bumrah being the three main pacers for India, it was necessary to divide them equally amongst the three playing 11s. So Bumrah gets a place in side 2. The next swing king of India, as they call him, Deepak Chahar, is the second pacer alongside Boom Boom. Deepak plays the role that Bhuvi plays for India, that of an opening swinging bowler. At number 10, we have the fast bowler Navdeep Saini. The super talented guy from Delhi has been on and off for India and RCB now, but he is a great bowler and cannot be ignored at all. The third spinner and at number 11 is Rahul Chahar. Already with some matches for India under his belt, Chahar is growing as a spinner and can be amazing in the middle overs. The 12th man for this side would be the young Chetan Sakaria. He too could have gotten a place, but Navdeep Saini gets that little edge over him due to his experience and fast bowling.
Moving on, playing 11-3. At number 1, KL Rahul. What to say about him? He's just a great player who can bat anywhere in the batting order and makes a perfect choice as a wicket-keeper opener for this side. He's also the vice captain of this team. At number 2, our second opener, Mayank Agarwal. He has batted, rather opened many times now with KL Rahul. These two will make a perfect pair at the top to give a good start. At number 3, King Kohli. Not much to say about him. Undoubtedly India's best ODI player, and the chase master as they call him is also the captain of our side. At number 4, the youngster Ishan Kishan. He's yet to make his ODI debut for India, but we can already see a bright future lying ahead of him. With Rahul and Kohli in the side already, Kishan will have the freedom to hit freely at the other end. At number 5, Sanju Samson. Sanju, like Ishan Kishan, is yet to get an ODI call from India. He's a versatile batsman who plays according to what the team needs, be it finishing in the end, anchoring after a collapse, or chasing big totals alongside youngsters. Sanju is a very good pick as a middle order batsman for this side. At number 6, the 36-year-old experienced Kedar Jadhav. Who doesn't remember the Pune match, India vs England 2017, where Kedar Jadhav and Virat Kohli just stole the game away from England by building a phenomenal partnership. Kedar Jadhav is a nice player too, but has not been playing for India regularly. He was dropped after the 2019 World Cup and then rarely played for India. His round arm bowling too is just amazing, which can restrict batsmen from scoring boundaries. We are taking him as the 6th bowler also. At number 7, Vijay Shankar. An underrated player, Shankar is not that good, but he can finish in innings very nicely and also bowl slower deliveries and length balls, taking wickets. At number 8, the left arm off-spinning all-rounder Akshar Patel, who was seen in action in tests this year, has not got many games in ODIs or T20s for India, but he has the talent. A great bowler who delivers the ball from a greater height and bowls quicker deliveries will play at number 8 for this side. At number 9, the wicket-taking seamer Mohammad Shami. The reverse swing specialist has 148 wickets in ODIs and is an amazing pick for this team. Shami brings a lot of quality and experience in the bowling lineup. At number 10, the left-arm Yorker king Thangarasu Natarajan. Natarajan has grown as a bowler over the past few months, and Shami and him will be very destructive together. At number 11, the left-arm unorthodox Chinaman bowler Kuldeep Yadav. Kuldeep has just been ignored over the past few months, and the India management have not been giving him enough chances to play. Kuldeep is a phenomenal bowler who can be great in the middle overs. The 12th man of this team is Varun Chakravarti. So these were the 3 teams we have come up with. If you have other opinions, Feel free to tell us in the comments section. Thanks everyone for watching this video. Do share this video with others and don't forget to like and subscribe.